Live at 5, it's offer review, and boy, we have some really sketchy dark promotion credit offers. It's not that they're sketchy, but I think they're new offers. Also, a lot of talk about Cloak and Dagger's release message. There's a data mine out there talking about Cloak and Dagger's release method, which is, according to the data mine, suggests that it's going to be inside of the strike pass. So we'll just read it. Yes, I know it's a lot to read. I'm just complaining. I just want to give negative. So read, please. Just let me get off my thoughts. I'm sorry and thank you. I see what you're doing, Boundless. If you guys and gals have to read the data mine, it says that both Cloak and Dagger will be in the strike pass. Both of them. Both of them are going to be in the same strike pass. It'll give us credits, and that'll let you either pick a Cloak orb or a Dagger orb to get one or the other for 5 shards. And so the problem with this is that they are 100 shard unlocks. So this may not even help get it going. And the post goes on and talks about how, if you're free to play, you're just not going to get Cloak and Dagger. And, they're definitely gating Doom Difficulty 2, potentially Doom Dark Dimension 5 behind these characters. And typically, the least player-friendly release method is the Battle Pass, like the Strike Pass, which has been Polaris, Silver Surfer, and now recently we've had 2 months in a row being Captain America, Sam Wilson. So this is, they're basically squeezing two characters into one offer, probably going to do 2 months. Seems like you're not getting this character unless you buy them. They're basically monetizing it outright. Also, another post I wanted to read is about either update Phoenix to be empowered instead of summon or lower her star requirement. This person was talking about how, Phoenix is still really hard to get. She's a 6-star unlock. And even when she finally gets to Dark Phoenix, she doesn't get the ISO 8 bonuses. She gets the stats, but, like the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10% stats, but she doesn't get like the striker or anything like that. And so the person is saying is, if she's going to be so severely underpowered due to Kestrel and also because of the ISO 8, why not make her a 5-star unlock? I think that's a great idea. I don't think that making her empowered right out of the gate is a good idea, but making her a 5-star unlock, because the problem with that is Villain Mystic controllers, everybody wonders why, I go by No Boomer, or I have this thing for Nobu, and I know because I thought a long time ago, people aren't going to remember this. There was the whole reason why Seaton quit the game and everything like that. What had to do with the initial unlock of Nick Fury, and Nick Fury was required with Kree minions, which back then were ultra terrible, like worse. They're bad now. Imagine they were much worse back then. They were just absolutely garbage. I mean, like Ravager status bad, and the developers actually made a post saying that they would never force us to use bad characters, useless, terrible, trash characters that were, again, to unlock a legendary. And then immediately after that, 6 months later, they forgot that they said that. And they said, Nobu can unlock Phoenix. And I made a big deal about it. And even the community manager at the time, he said, we said that? And I actually showed them where they said that. And he's like, oh, we forgot about that. Sorry. And they never reworked Nobu. And so, I still take issue with that. Nobu, it was the primary way that a lot of people had to get him to 6 stars to unlock Phoenix. It's garbage still today. Anyways, I guess it's an old issue that goes back 2-3 years now. But anyways, let's move on to offer review. And we've got some really wonky offers here to talk about. Upgrade to premium. Yes, this is so you can spend money. You can spend $20 to not play RTA. They've incentivized the developers to make the game mode tedious and terrible so that in fact, they can make it more terrible so that they get higher sales. Think about it. They're incentivized to make the game mode terrible. They profit the worse it is. Think about it. Really horrible. The whole existence of this offer makes my mind explode if you really think about it. Dark promotion credit draft. Okay. Whew. So what this is these are 3 orbs right here. And these orbs give 100, 300, or 1,000 dark promotions right here. And there's a 90% chance that it is 100. There's a a 9% chance it's gonna be 300, and there's a 1% chance it'll be 1,000. And so you get this added to your account. I just think this is absolutely atrocious. I'm not sure how important a 5 red Ultron is, and basically you'd be spending $50. Most likely you're gonna get at most like 500. 500 dark promotion credits, probably as low as 300, but probably 500, right? Probably get 300 and 100s. I guess it's possible to get a 1% drop more than once and cap out. And then there's some debate on whether or not it would cap out. But like the Blitz energy, the Sim Blitz energy, whatever that's called. You know how it caps out at 500, but yet when you're awarded it, it lets you go over the 500 cap. They probably have something like that built into it. I have no idea. I'm not going to test it. Plus, I think it's pretty unlikely to get. Anyway, I'm not buying this. I think it's trash. I actually think this offer is insulting. I think what this offer is, though, is that it's anytime that they come out with something new, the initial offers for them are truly horrible. Like, think about the very first costume offers we had, where you could spend all this money and get a reskin of Captain Marvel, or get the skin of the invisible Elektra. It was so expensive. This is also expensive. They typically do this just to throw out, see what people will buy, no matter what people are in that category where they just buy everything. That's kind of what this is. And I'm sure there's a marketing term for what this strategy is. Anyways, I think it's terrible. It is what it is. Let's move on. Devoted Orb Offer. Okay, so I'm not a fan of this. My Devoted Orb right here. These are the orbs that have death pool on the sides and a random chance for death pool in the middle, like a 15% drop rate on the middle one. And so these are going to average about 5 death pool shards per offer. This is the event orb. This is not the character orb. This is the event orb. And my suggestion for this is to purchase cores with this money and core the event, rather than doing this. Literally, don't buy this and buy cores. And by buying cores, you'll get the campaign energy, which will help on the milestones, which will move you towards getting the miasmas every day, and so on and so on. I'm just not a fan of this. Let's move on. Again, this is the same thing. It has this dark promotion credit. This is 90% chance at 100, 9% chance at 300, 1% chance at 1,000, and a red star. I can't even wrap my head around this at all. Support leader offer. So this is from Maria Hill. I think the Secret Avengers team is going to be first of all, they're very important in Alliance War right now. I think they're going to be very important in Doom 2, which is going to be the gate to Dark Dimension 5 and Dormammu, however you say his name, whatever. So this is an important team. Just keep that in the back of your head. I'm tempted to buy this just to get her to 5 stars. Let's move on. Not good pricing. Devoted Orb Offer. Again, these are the campaign event orbs. And my suggestion is buy cores and use those cores for the event rather than buying this orb. I just don't see the value in this. Let's move on. Now, this is the proper Death Pool orb. So this is the Grim Reaper orb. These are the ones that have a minimum 6, maximum 180, average about 9. If you're all, you want to get Death Pool, this is going to be the most efficient way, or more efficient than those other orb way of doing it. Again, I still think playing in the event is the best way to do it, but I value these orbs at about $3 a piece. So that's about $27 value for $35. Let's move on. And see what else we have. Long shot. Someone asked on Reddit a minute ago, who should I take to 6 red stars, long shot or Bishop? I think the answer is Bishop. Bishop is Astonishing X-Men, just seems to have more uses. At best, long shot today has been reduced to an amazing character for offense on Alliance War, and also an unlock requirement for Adam Warlock, where Astonishing X-Men is just used in raids almost constantly, which the game has definitely moved towards raiding, and raiding is more important than it's ever been. Like alliances, some alliances focus on war and some alliances focus on raids. Well, some alliances focus on both, I get it, but right now the time is to focus on raiding for sure. Okay, let's move on. And I think Bishop is a better raid character, and you get more use out of Bishop than I do long shot at this time. Anyways, not a great deal. Polaris, again, it looks like they're selling this. Maybe we're ramping up for Jubilee returning. Seems about that Jubilee should be coming back anytime now. Not really sure. The exact timetable of that hasn't been announced, but these offers suggest that maybe Jubilee's around the corner. Premium Orb pack. Hey, it's got a purple briefcase. Must be good. This is pretty terrible. This is 11 premium orbs I value at $1 a piece, and then we've got 3 arena orbs. And the arena orbs have what, a 10% drop rate for Shatterstar. I don't know what I value that at, but not a dollar, maybe 50 cents. Anyways, this is nowhere near worth $25. It's terrible. Legacy 2 Orb Bundle. So I used to price these at 50 cents, and then I had some feedback saying it was pretty horrible. So I think 33 cents a piece. This has the year 2 characters. There are a lot of useful year 2 characters. Some of them are showcased right here, but there's a small amount of purple gear and gold in these orbs as well. But for a veteran player, there's not a lot of value for this at all. Let's move on. ISO 8 energy offer. In general, I'm a big fan of these right here. ISO 8 campaign energy versus the orbs. Not so much a fan of the orbs anymore. Keep in mind too that this any energy you spent here will also give you credit towards getting to level 85, which is kind of a thing right now. Everybody's trying to push to get to level 85 because it's going to take people probably about 2 weeks per level, let's say, on average, about that much. So it'll take a couple months, 2.5 months maybe to do it. Or if you want to accelerate that process, this is going to be a way to do it. So going forward in offer review, I'm going to be favorable to offers that have where they're primarily composed of energy, and I'm pretty much not going to like any of the orbs. So I'm agreeable to this orb. I'm not going to buy it, but I think it's fine. I think that's trash. I think that's trash. I don't even know if I need to talk about this. This is kind of a very expensive way of getting resources to help unlock Doom. Gear tier 15, it's random, and it's super pricey at $1.50 a piece. If it wasn't random and it was much less than $1 a piece, but maybe I could justify the cost, but this is just outrageous. All right, Mega Orb sale at best value. Mega Orbs at $5 a piece. Let's move on. It's trash. Yeah. All right, we've got the Orb Draft. This is the one that I don't mind. I'm not going to buy it because I've lowered my prices on red stars and training orbs. So we've got a red star at $1.50, premium orb at $1, training orbs at $1.50, and 14 basic orbs at 90 cents. I'm just not in need of any of those orbs at this time, so I'm not going to be purchasing this. But in the past, this was something I bought quite regularly, mostly because I was looking for training orbs. And it seems to me that the primary, the choke point of training orbs has been, greatly lowered. It's still there. But ever since the introduction of the new skill military training orb event that appears monthly, I personally feel that there's more training materials available than there was, let's say, 6 months ago. Let's move on. Limited time sale. This is not limited. This is always here, and it's pretty terrible. At best, we value gold orbs at $2 a piece, $8 plus maybe another $2, maybe $10 value for $20 is pretty atrocious. Let's move on. Pack of shame. No, just blitz a lot and refresh this. The stores to get the currency is the best way of doing it, or one of the ways of doing it. Power core deal. If you're in need of power cores and training materials, this is a fair enough price. I would be more favorable to this offer if it had 225 power cores versus 175. I've never bought it, but I see the value. All right, and pretty much everything down here is garbage. Yep, it's all garbage. Let's toggle over to the free-to-play account, and we'll just kind of review everything quickly. Trash. Don't like that. Trash. Don't like that. Trash. I get this. It's pricey, but I get it. I think people will buy this. Trash. I'm favorable to this offer. I'm not going to buy it, but I'm favorable to this offer. I get if you're looking for Adam Warlock, maybe this is the way you go. Same thing right here. I don't know. This is like what I said Jubilee earlier, but it does seem like Jubilee should be around the corner here soon. And of course, Jubilee requires Pimtech. But what I'm thinking is that Jubilee plus Longshot and the X Factor is what unlocks Adam Warlock. Anyways, I guess I wasn't clear with that earlier. But anyways, let's move on. Teenage Warhead, that is for Doc Ock, and X Factor, which is happening on Monday. She is hard node farmable, but I think it's pretty late in the Doom campaign or something like that. Domino is probably the worst member on that team, and she's relatively easy to get in the Blitz store. I don't see the value in doing that. Let's see. Let's keep scrolling down to see if there's anything else worth talking about. I think we'll do it right there. Are you worried about this Cloak and Dagger release method? I know for me, I was planning on unlocking them and trying to get them to 5 stars. But if it's just a, I mean, I hope it's not just a, battle pass unlock. That sounds terrible if it's just a battle pass. I mean, if it's Blitz and battle pass, or I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.